So here we're going to go ahead and go over how to convert basically the opposite. If you're given a radian, so something with a pi already there, how can you convert it to degrees? This is particularly helpful because if someone tells me like, oh, it is 2 pi over 5 radians, I have no idea what that is. But if you tell me like, oh, it's 70 degrees or 180 degrees, I have better ideas of how those angles could potentially look, or 90 degrees. I know what a 90-degree angle looks like. So it is extremely helpful to be able to convert from radians to degrees because we are used to degrees, whereas we're not so used to radians. So how you do that, so remember to do from degrees to radians, we multiplied by pi over 180. To go radians to degrees, it's just going to be the opposite. You're going to multiply by 180 over pi. Okay, so to go convert this first problem, 2 pi over 5 to degrees, I'm going to go ahead and multiply it times 180 over pi. And then notice how my pi's, how they're now diagonal from each other. So I can go ahead and just cancel out these pi's here, like that. That's how I always remember like which proportion is which, is I remember that those pi's have to cancel out. What else was I going to say? I'm going to go ahead and, so when we cancel those pi's, we're just going to go ahead and multiply 2 times 180. So 2 times 180 is 360 over, this becomes like a 1 here. So we have 5 times 1 over 5. And then we just divide these. So we're going to go ahead and do 360 divided by 5. And I get 72. Let me double check it. 360 divided by 5, 72, yeah. So that means 2 pi over 5 in degrees is 72 degrees. Okay, let's try the next one. So 5 pi over 7. To convert that to degrees, we're going to go ahead and multiply by 180 over pi. Remember, those pi's can now cancel here. But I'm going to go ahead and not cancel them yet, just to show you something else. So if I were to multiply straight across still, I have 5 pi times 180. I would just do 5 times 180, which is 900, and then put the pi. So 5 pi times 180 is 900 pi. 7 times pi is just 7 pi. And then now see how I have pi's on my numerator and denominator? So I can cancel them out here now if I want. So you don't have to cancel them in this step. You could cancel it over here. So I'm left with 900 over 7. I'm just going to divide those. 900 divided by 7 is 128.571. So I'm going to go ahead and put 0.6. So it's about 128.6 degrees. Or you could round up to 129 degrees if you wanted to. Go ahead and try this next one. 5 pi over 4. So remember, you're going to go ahead and multiply by 180. And then let me know 180 over pi, and then go ahead and get your degrees there. For this slide, go ahead and just type in the degrees on numbers 1, 2, and 3.